Okay, I hope this is working. By the way, I got a new mic, the Zoom H1N. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get started. Okay, let's do this. Hey guys, Harsh here and welcome back to Technolobe. Today, as you can see, I'm not in my regular setup. I'm in my car because we are going to talk about Android Auto. Now recently, I made a big shift in my life. I was using the iPhone 7 for over a year and I shifted to the OnePlus 6 as my daily driver. Now a big part of using iPhone 7 was Apple CarPlay. I used Apple CarPlay for the past 8 or 9 months regularly on a daily basis in my car. Hence, I had to make a big shift from Apple CarPlay to Android Auto. I have been using Android Auto for quite some time now, and today I'm going to share my thoughts and I'm going to tell you whether or not it is a useful feature to consider when you buy your next car. Now, I have my list over here with the pros and cons and the things that I have to mention in this video today about Android Auto. I have divided this video into 5 parts, so let's get to them one by one. Starting off at number 5, let's talk about compatibility. Now, what do I mean by compatibility? So compatibility comprises of 2 parts. One is your smartphone and the other is your car. So to check whether your smartphone is compatible with Android Auto or not, I'll provide a link in the description box below to the Android Auto website. You can go ahead and check whether your smartphone is compatible over there. Now, most of the smartphones out there which are launched in 2017 and 18 do support Android Auto. I tried out Android Auto with the Redmi Note 4 and OnePlus 6 and it worked with both of these phones. Now the second part of the compatibility comes with your car. So most of the cars in 2018 do come with Android Auto pre-installed, but to check whether your car is compatible with Android Auto or not, I would suggest please call up your dealer and ask him. He will guide you perfectly, or someone over there will guide you perfectly. Now my car, that is the Maruti Suzuki S-Cross, does support Android Auto, which is a very good thing, and I'm pretty lucky that it supports Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto. So that was the compatibility part. The next part, that is at number 4, is connectivity. Now what do I mean by connectivity? So connecting your smartphone to your Android Auto is very simple. So you need to do a couple of things to connect your smartphone to Android Auto in your car. You need to use a data cable that comes inside your box. Like the cable that comes with the box is mostly recommended and you should use that for the best experience. So once you connect that cable to your car, the next thing that you have to do is connect the Bluetooth of your phone to your car so that you can answer calls and pick up calls and something like that. Now the third thing that you have to do is download the Android Auto app, which is available on the Play Store, to get your Android Auto up and running. So these were the 3 things that you have to do. Number 1, connect your cable. Number 2, connect your Bluetooth. And number 3, download the Android Auto app. Now the next part that comes in is performance. So the performance of Android Auto solely depends upon your smartphone. The car is only used for a display and also for the speaker and microphone to answer calls. That is all your car is used for. The main thing that comes in when you consider the performance of Android Auto is your smartphone itself. Now generally the performance of Android Auto isn't that optimized. So even after using the OnePlus 6 with the Snapdragon 845 processor, which is the top of the line processor this year, I did notice some lag while using Android Auto. And with Redmi Note 4 it was very bad. Like Redmi Note 4 lagged a lot in Android Auto. So that's why if you want to use Android Auto, a high-end smartphone is recommended. If you have a budget smartphone, then I don't think that it will work as efficiently as a high-end smartphone would work. So that's why performance of Android Auto solely depends upon your smartphone and you should make a note of that. Now this gets me to my next part of the video, which is pretty important, that is music. Now how do you stream music on Android Auto? Well, you have a couple of options in India. Number 1 is Google Play Music and number 2 is Amazon Prime Music, which is a very good thing. Now earlier I used Apple Music where all my music was synced across my Mac, my iPhone, my iPad, my iPod, my Apple Watch, everywhere, and I did not need to worry about that. Like I plug in my iPhone, use CarPlay, all my music is available over there. But now with Android Auto, I have to use Amazon Prime Music, which isn't a big deal because again Amazon Prime Music is a great streaming service and it is good that you have a couple of options. If it was only Google Play Music, then it would be an issue for me, but having Amazon Prime Music is a good thing. And by the way, if you aren't a Prime member yet, then you should definitely become an Amazon Prime member because you get a lot of benefits for just 1,000 rupees a year. And yeah, it is a very good deal. You should definitely check it out. So this gets me to the number one and last part of my video, that is Google Maps. So Google Maps is by far the best feature of Android Auto out there. I used Apple CarPlay earlier and it did not have any navigation whatsoever, like not even Apple Maps, not even Google Maps, nothing. It was just used for music and answering calls, which was kind of a letdown. But now in Android Auto, I have Google Maps, which works flawlessly. So if you have used Google Maps in the past on your phone, the experience is very similar. In fact, it is exactly the same experience. So you can ask Google Assistant something like, take me to the nearest Starbucks, and it will do so. You can also tell the assistant to take you home or to your work or to your college. It already knows where your college is, where your work is. It will give you live traffic information, like if there is a road blockage or an accident ahead, it will tell you about that. And overall, it is a very good experience having Google Maps with you. Like my car does come with inbuilt, maps, but those suck. Like those are really bad, and you have to keep updating them because they are offline. And I just don't like it. I never use it. But now with Google Maps on Android Auto, I'm having a really good experience and I'm loving it. Now those were the things that Android Auto could do. Now what more can you do with Android Auto? Well, as I mentioned before, you can answer calls. Well, if you get a call, you can answer that. You also get notifications from WhatsApp, email, and some other apps. So for example, if you get a WhatsApp message, you can ask Google Assistant to read it. You can also reply to the WhatsApp message instantly by using your voice, like using voice commands. And we all know how well Google Assistant understands our language. So that is a big thumbs up from my side. Hence, overall, I would say Android Auto is really good and it is actually useful in India. Now, unlike Apple CarPlay, you do get the option of Maps, that is Google Maps, and it works flawlessly, which is very useful. So if you are going to buy a new car out there, then you should definitely consider Android Auto as a feature because it is a plus point. Now, it is not a must-have feature, but if your car does come with Android Auto, then yeah, you should consider it a bonus and you should definitely use it. So anyway, that's it. I hope that you liked this video in some way or the other, and if you did, then let me know about that in the comment section down below. If you have any more questions regarding Android Auto, then you can ask them in the comments below and I will reply to each and every question. So that's it. My name is Harsh Punjabi and I'll see you guys in the next one.